So our installation is completed. On control node, we can check Ansible hyphen version. We have the latest version, okay, 2.12. Now let's create the playbook directory. Okay, though we are not creating the playbooks today, but we'll create a playbook. We'll be just running some ad hoc commands, and this is how we create the host file. Okay, cat host dot ini. Okay, we have created a servers group, but we have only one server inside it. Okay, so 1.14 is our server which we'll be managing. Now we'll just run this command. Okay, so I'll explain this command. This is used to test the connectivity if it is properly done or not, whatever prerequisites we did. Okay, so we have this host.ini inventory file. Okay, so what we are saying, use an ad hoc command. So an ad hoc command starts with Ansible. Okay, ping all the hosts. Okay, all means all the hosts which are in inventory file. Okay, I stands for inventory file host.ini. Okay, and what you need to do, use a module called ping. Okay, to check the connectivity, just press enter and check what is the response it is giving. Okay, so if you get everything in a green color and the response is pong, that means the connection is successful. Here itself it is written successful. From our control node that is having an IP address 1.13, we are able to ping the other managed host properly. Okay, so this was the basic test. Now let's try to do something else as well. So what we will do is we'll list the contents of managed host. Okay, so what this is doing, Ansible. Okay, earlier what we said, run it on all. Okay, but here we are saying in the servers group. So if you see, our host.ini file has a server group. Okay, so on servers group we don't have anything, we can also use all, but what that command says is on server group, that is on 1.14, it has only one. Run the command -m stands for module. Run a module called command. Okay, and what it should do, it should list the contents of /temp directory. Okay, and when it says run the Ansible servers, so it will check for servers group in this host.ini file. Okay, so first let's also check what is there in the remote host in ls. Okay, so if you see, we have 5 directories. Okay, now I'll just run this command and check the output. But if you remember, the connection is done from this username only. On both the servers the username is same, because the keys are shared between these usernames only. So if you see, all the files are listed here, whatever were there. Okay, now what we can do is we can also install something on the from control node on a managed node. So what we will do is, let's check on the managed node if Apache is already installed. Okay, so this is the command dpkj-l grep apache 2. If Apache is installed, it will list it here. For example, as vim is installed, it will list it here. Okay, so what we will do is, from a managed control node, we'll install Apache on a managed node. Okay, Apache is not installed. So these are all ad hoc commands. These are only useful while we do troubleshooting and all. So if you see, I have, okay, let's copy this in the notepad first, because it is not visible properly. So one important concept we'll learn now, that is become. Okay, so what I will do is, I'll skip this part, -hyphen become. What I need to do is, I'll just run this command. Okay, so what we are trying to do here, Ansible run on a server group. okay, file which is in the host.ini file, okay, run a module called apt, okay, and what it should do, it should install Apache. That is, it ensures that Apache is present on the remote host. Okay, if it is not present, it will try to install it. Okay, and just press enter. Okay, so if you see, it gave some error. Okay, and when it gives an error, you read it properly. Here it is written permission denied. Okay, so it is asking, are you a root? Okay, so till now whatever commands we ran earlier, they didn't need the root privileges, so it was easy, uh, and we were able to run those commands. Okay, but in this case, as it is a privilege, high privilege command to install the package on the remote system, we need to become root. Okay, the simple answer is we need to become root, and for that we need to write here -f and become. Okay, so when we write -f and become, so it is running as which user? This user. Okay, so it will try to become root. That is, in background you can say it is running a sudo command. Okay, sudo apt get install apache 2. Now it did apache install apt get install apache 2. Okay, but when we say -f and become, it will append sudo to it, and we have already added our user in our sudoers group. Now it will not give error. Okay, so one more issue here it is, so if you know, you remember it, we have to do apt get update, and otherwise it won't run properly. Okay, so what we will do is, only for demo purpose, we'll do sudo apt get updates. From now onwards in playbooks, we'll be doing this in the playbook itself. So for Ubuntu systems, we have this limitation. We need to run apt get update, and initially we need to update the cache when we use it for the first time.
Oh, that means that apt get module not installed.
No, it's not. That doesn't mean that we forgot to run apt get update.
Oh, okay, okay,
Okay,
okay.
that's the reason for it. So when we do apt get update, after that any command gets installed
Hmm.
properly. So that we did manually here. From now onwards, when we use the playbooks and all, there is already a module for Apache for imperative or AdHoc command. We are not doing that. Okay, so now what we'll do is enter it. So in Ansible, you will be getting many errors. You won't get the clear answer to it. Okay, so I know that why this is error. So it was easy for me to troubleshoot. Okay, so follow the instructions properly. So this is not written anywhere in the notes. Okay, that we need to do a apt-get update. So I think it started the installation. We can check that. See if it started the installation at the backend, and we can list it here. So when it's completed, we can see. Yeah, it's done. So if you see, there is a change in color as well. So if you see kind of a yellow green color, okay, so it means it changed something. When it changed something, it will not be green. When there is an error, it will be red. Okay, when there is only a proper output, then it will be green, and when it makes some changes, it will be yellow color, you can say. And now we can see it has installed Apache. Similarly, we can manage any number of servers. In this case, we have only one. So just mention n number of servers in host.ini and it will do the same thing on all the systems. Okay, so that was all about basic of running Ansible. Okay, and we created the inventory file as well today. We did the installation and we ran some ad hoc command.